All good. All good. No negative here. Not getting sued. No lawsuits. No settlements. No cheating.
Right.
This is good stuff. Riots in the news for quite a few things, and actually, all good. All good. No negative here. Not getting sued. No lawsuits. No settlements. No cheating.
Right.
This is good stuff. So,
Gold star.
first and foremost, they've announced that basically VALORANT, their new game, are you familiar? It's an FPS game by Riot, Mitch.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's taken the scene by gangbusters, so they say. They already have something called the Riot Scholastic Association of America, which handles the collegiate scene or helps in the collegiate scene when it comes to League of Legends. You can play in other leagues in collegiate League of Legends. You don't have to only play in Riots, but they basically have an association they built to cover League and college. They're adding VALORANT to this program. And again, we've talked about the education space a couple times already.
Yes.
Where it gets a little weird is high school and college is very different. So while in college, Riot runs these programs for League of Legends and now VALORANT. And you can read, this is all about League. Gives you all about the rules and regulations and stuff. And it basically is very clear that, hey, this is only college, and you can also compete in the other third-party leagues that have license to play League of Legends. So your club, your ASU club, could play in Riot because they have a tournament structure. They have a whole league structure that they run. But then you could also play in something else. High school, totally different. Even on this website, they say this does not cover high school. Our games are covered by PlayVersus if you're in the high school market. Because, again, they have sold those rights to PlayVersus, which is this big drama that PlayVersus is being very hard-nosed with activating on those rights to high schools in the space. And what it's basically doing is high schools are just not playing League of Legends and VALORANT. They're playing Rocket League and other games that aren't under this exclusive. But this is really cool.
Yep.
And they're not the only developer. Tespa goes hand-in-hand with Activision Blizzard. That is their collegiate kind of program that keeps an eye on their collegiate space. Riot has this. And I like that it's open and inviting and not closed and exclusive, right, in that space. Because this is not necessarily a money-making space. The education space for colleges and high schools is very much a time and money sink for the education system, not hundreds of thousands of kids watching streams, so they're easily monetizable. So it's a labor of love that is building the grassroots that will then feed Tier 1. And obviously, if I'm Riot, like any other business, I want you to love my game as early as possible and love my IP and love my fist, so you love all my games. Like Microsoft, smartest thing they did was buy Minecraft, because kids are now learning Minecraft as toddlers. Minecraft, Microsoft, Windows, like from an early age,
Overwatch now. Yep. See? This is how it works.
That's how it
Microsoft
works.
acquire Activision Blizzard as well. Look, I mean, I personally think that the collegiate scene, high school scene as well, to a great degree is very, very important for the longevity of our industry. Because eventually, it's just not going to make sense for people to drop out of school or avoid avoid getting locked into study to play. And we've seen the effects of that, I think, as well. I also think it plays into the shortness of some players' careers as well, where they just go, fuck me, I can't afford to keep putting education off any longer. So I need to sort of quit or whatever. So this is really good. I've worked pretty closely with Harrisburg University over there in Pennsylvania, which is one of the bigger universities that are sort of trying to put together. They have a fantastic esports team. The Storm are very, very good. Boise State University, also fantastic program, as well as Maryville, and a bunch of others as well. So they're all cropping up.
Yep.
There's a really robust collegiate scene that's emerging right now, and I think it is not just really important, it's crucial for the growth of esports in North America. So really glad to see a greater degree of investment in that, and in VALORANT as well, because VALORANT has a structure right now, even at the top level, where it's open. So you could, as a collegiate team, sign up for a VCT and make it through. Those opportunities are there for you. There is actually no real barrier to entry for any team in VALORANT to make it there. So really makes sense to continue sort of streamlining that pipeline and giving, you know, even sort of collegiate students and maybe one day high school students a chance to sort of compete in those tournaments, because the average age of like a lot of these Valorant pros are like 17, mate. Like a lot of these Valorant, you know, pros haven't even gotten into college yet, so to speak. So, you know, I think that's super relevant. So that's really good. Not the only news we got about Riot Games though this week, as so the League of Legends esports in North America has a new commissioner and a head of that department. So Jackie Felling comes across, if I'm not mistaken, from actually multiple very large sort of esports products.
Yep.
There was some time, I think, at CDL OWL as head of product. Gears of War, of course, as game producer and global esports head. So congratulations to Jackie. Obviously, the pedigree really speaks for itself. And she moves into like a really a huge position over at Riot Games. And again, I think you know, she's probably really well suited for this role, because I know like I never really knew much about product at Activision Blizzard until until Matt sort of started working in that department there. It's really important. It's the kind of role that decides things like formatting, structure, you know, overall vision for an esports league, aims, you know, revenue models and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot there. I haven't worked with her personally though. I don't know. Obviously, Jason at the back was previously with Overwatch League, and so is Daniel. But I don't know if they have also worked all that closely with her. But yeah, look, obviously, if you're a fan of League of Legends and the LCS, then this is something to definitely take note of here, as there's a huge shift up at the top level.
Yeah, and I think what it speaks to, you know, we went through a time when all the experts were brought in from somewhere else, right? You are well aware of your early time at Overwatch League, where all the TV people were brought in. All the outside experts are going to be brought in to show us how to do this, right? So I love seeing this kind of resume rewarded, right? She is one of us. 16 years in the space. If you worked Gears of War esports, you worked a thankless fucking esport. A fun one to watch, a hardcore game, but that crowd, that audience, that fan base, yeah, like that is hardcore. So if she busted her chops on Gears and then like, that's a resume, right? And it also speaks to obviously the rapid growth of Riot and having to expand their products. I imagine some League of Legends people were moved to newer games to open this, you know what I mean? Like they got more games to cover, more people to worry about, you know, more things to worry about. So up and out with the people that we train for League, bring more bodies in. But what a great, never met her, never worked with her, but like this resume and seeing the Twitter feed when guys like Adam Apicella and people like that are chiming in going, badass, badass, badass. It speaks for itself, right? So good pickup to Riot. Again, don't pay much attention to LCS or League of Legends as a game, but obviously solid pickup.
You can't believe you're still sleeping on League of Legends, Scott.
Not sleeping on it, just that game type in general. Not a Dota guy either. Like just not into MOBAs and just, you know, I will watch the Worlds. I will watch the International, but I definitely get lost in the details of the match when I'm watching, but I'm watching for the production and the spectacle of it, right? Just like I watch one football game a year. Guess what that one was?
Super Bowl.
No, the one the Cardinals lost a couple weeks ago. No, it was Super Bowl actually.
No,
it was. And again, it was for the production.
Dude, it's a good time to be. It's a good time to be in Arizona and a sports fan. Cardinals are fucking really nice team right now.
Oh, so, but no, all the bitching here is our hockey team is moving to a collegiate venue while they get a new venue in Tempe. You know, getting built for them and. Always had a hard time with our hockey team, so it seats like 5,000. So NHL fans are like, "What? How can you have a professional hockey team? 5,000 seats? Ah. Whatever. I don't know.
I see.
Sports.
All right.
Hockey team in the desert. Never been.
Sports.
Never been.